The new blockchain SUI is getting a lot of attention during this bull run, guys, and right now there are news coming out talking about SUI and the potential price predictions for the next coming years. Doesn't matter if we are entering right now into a bear market or the bull run continues, there are different price predictions about SUI. SUI is here to stay, in my opinion. That's why we're gonna have a look into the price of SUI. What are my potential breakout targets here if the bull run continues here, and if we're gonna see an explosive moves, because the indicators on the higher time frames are looking extremely good for SUI, so we're gonna have a look into that. And of course also a big update on HyperSUI, because this is potentially the next big crypto launch, because this is going to be the next potential Ether or Hyperliquid after we got them. Now on SUI also we have our HyperSUI. So if you missed out on Hype or Ether, maybe with HyperSUI we have now the chance basically to also do some gains like Ether or Hyperliquid, because we can buy in the early access phase at this cheap price. The listing price will be at 9 cents, so this is 3000% higher than the current stage price. So we're gonna have a look into that, guys. Make sure to be subscribed on this channel. I keep you updated every day whatever is going on in the crypto space. Also whenever we have bullish news coming out or bearish news, doesn't matter. Of course in the bull run we always focusing on the bullish news and not the bearish side. We don't want to be party poopers, of course, and that's why be subscribed on this channel. I keep you updated every day whatever is going on, especially with those new cryptos like HyperSUI, and of course also with existing altcoins like SUI, Ethereum, Solana, and of course the king Bitcoin. Also, if you are looking out for a good exchange where to trade the crypto, whatever crypto you want, Bybit, Fimex, Casey Exchange, and so on, I'm trading on all of those. Make sure to be subscribed everywhere, because of course also here you get always the maximum sign up bonus if you use my links. And on Casey Exchange right now we have this special promotion going on where you pay 0 fee basically whenever you're trading here on Casey Exchange. Also here I'm always doing some little scalp trading every now and then, because you don't pay any fees here whenever you're trading. So this is something very, very good that I like here. And of course also no withdrawal fees at all. So if you want to withdraw again your funds, you can do that without paying any fees. So perfect exchange for me. That's why if you want to sign up as well, here is the link to get this bonus and this no fee bonus basically for probably forever. We don't know that yet, but for now it's like that, and we can take advantage of that as long as this is the case. But now, guys, let's have a look into SUI, because SUI had unfortunately right now a breakout to the downside. And also remember, guys, if you see me trading here or buying or selling or whatever I'm doing, everything is no financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before you're putting your money into something. And of course also if you want to be following me, then you subscribe and watch my daily videos, also older videos that are popping up at the end of this video and in my channel, of course. And important to know is that of course you always have to do your own research, because everything in this video is of course only my own opinions and my own TA and price analysis and my own strategy, of course, here in the crypto space. Since 2017 I'm sharing that with you guys. That's why always do your own research as well. But if you want to be following me, then be subscribed here, and of course check out all links in the video description. So for SUI, unfortunately we had this breakdown here, and also this flash crash that we have seen like 2 weeks ago or something like that. And of course this shocked the whole crypto market, and now we see a potential recovery. The question now is, of course, are we gonna get here just a confirmation of new resistance before we crash down into a bear market, or are we gonna see a very, very fast recovery and then of course break into new all-time highs? In my opinion, first of all, Bitcoin would need to break into new all-time highs. So if Bitcoin is going into new all-time highs, if Bitcoin is bullish again, then I'm expecting that also SUI will go to new all-time highs, because here we had this symmetrical triangle, in theory a bullish pattern, because we have seen since SUI launched a big pump here. We have seen a big pump right at launch, then a big dump, pump, dump, pump, dump, and in theory now we should be seeing another pump in theory. And if we break out here to the upside, the breakout target of this symmetrical triangle would take us to, would take SUI up to $10 and probably even more. The funny thing is that here on this price prediction tool here for SUI, and also fun fact is that the editor's choice is currently a Bitcoin Hyper here, guys, that I also bought. I don't know why that's inserted in this article, but Bitcoin Hyper I also bought. That's one of the most anticipated new crypto launches. And here also it's written that SUI could eventually reach $10 maybe in 2029, something like that, or 2030, so in the next bull cycle. And that is potentially the case if, for example, we would enter now into a bear market. So if Bitcoin is getting rejected and enters into a bear market, here the breakdown target of the symmetrical triangle would take SUI again back down to those levels here, where although we had this initial big pump, which is at around $1 more or less, and maybe later on pump to $10. If we get a continuation of our bull run right now, then I think that $10 is already possible during this year or 2026 if we have no bear market and the bull run continues. So all in all, I think SUI is very bullish. I think also SUI is here to stay. And of course, we could see volatile moves here, because also here, based on the price predictions here, at the moment, it doesn't look like too bullish, but long term, of course, it looks bullish. But I think that prices at around $10 are even possible during this bull run, because also the time period here, basically from the beginning of this year until the end of this year, this whole consolidation here took a year. And that means that if we see here a breakout to the upside, this can of course also take more or less a year until we would reach that. So all in all, I'm bullish for SUI. It doesn't matter if we enter into a bear market or we're going to see a continuation of this bull run. I am bullish for SUI. I think SUI is here to stay, like we have seen also with Solana, with Ethereum and many other chains, Tron, the Binance chain and so on. I think that SUI is another new chain that is added basically into our crypto portfolio, our long-term crypto portfolio. And that's why I think that in the future also more and more projects will be also built up on top of SUI. And HyperSUI is the one right now that is upcoming on top of SUI. It's the first ever decentralized exchange that is coming out on top of SUI, and that's why I'm so bullish also for this new crypto here, for this new project, because SUI, in my opinion, is here to stay. I'm bullish for SUI, and with HyperSUI, we're gonna have a completely new upcoming decentralized exchange, same like Hyperliquid or Ether. And you can see what happened with those coins. And the cool feature is with HyperSUI that we can invest into this early access token, because the project is of course not out yet. That's why it is of course more risky to invest right now than at launch, for example, because at launch this should be available at 9 cents. And right now, for everyone that is buying up before the launch, we can enter at a fraction of a cent. This is, if we buy in right now, it's basically a 3000% price increase. Of course, nothing is guaranteed, guys. If everything goes well, then if you do the maths, then of course it's perfect. But if something goes wrong, if for example the project is delayed or the listing price will be not exactly 9 cents, maybe lower, we don't know that yet. But if everything goes well, then based on the white paper and based on the project, this is of course a no-brainer for me to buy in right now, wait for the launch, and then of course maybe even hold the coins. No need to sell immediately, because if this one is getting so hyped like Ether or Hyperliquid and SUI will go to $10, then you can be sure that also such projects here, they will moon. And also this one here is launching at only 2.4 millions market cap, which is basically nothing. And also there is a maximum supply. So that's why I think buying in right now, if you're bullish for SUI, and if you want to buy basically into the next Hyperliquid, Ether or Binance coin or Uniswap and so on, then of course this is the time to invest into HyperSUI, in my opinion. Of course, no financial advice, guys, just my own opinions. But if you think about it, and if you're bullish for SUI, then of course such new coins like HyperSUI, which will be, in my opinion, also here to stay in future bull runs, is definitely the time to invest right now, before they're launching, before they come out, and before the big pump, also like we have seen here for SUI and many other coins, of course, as well. Because you don't want to be like the exit liquidity when people are starting to take profits, because you're probably going to buy in here and then sell at the lows. So you want to buy in before the launch, and of course also whenever it is again coming down, you want to buy, and not when it's going up. When it's going up, you want to take slowly profits out, or of course try to catch the top or something like that, and always DCA in again whenever we see big crashes. Or as I told you, just invest before the launch, because then it doesn't matter if it's crashing again, you can of course survive those dumps, because you bought in of course at much cheaper prices. Alright guys, this is all my opinion. This is why I'm buying into HyperSUI and of course also into SUI, and I'm bullish for this new blockchain. I think that this one is here to stay. Of course, time will tell, but at least for now I'm very bullish. That's why I'm buying in. And if you want to be following me, of course, be subscribed here, guys. We're also going to do a nice $100 giveaway for someone of you at 3,000 subscribers. So make sure to share this channel with all your friends. Be active, leave a like, leave a comment, because the more comments I see from you, the more likely it is that I'm going to select you as the lucky winner of the next $100 giveaway. And of course, also check out all new projects that are upcoming that I'm buying in, like HyperSUI, of course, all exchanges that I'm using, my other social media platforms, and so on. So stay tuned, be subscribed, and we're gonna see us all in the next one. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.